Let's talk about the tragic story of one of the greatest cinematic antagonists of all time, Davy Jones. When Davy Jones was still a man, he was known as one of the greatest sailors alive. But he fell under a vex that stated to be the weakness of every man, love. Falling into deep love with the sea goddess herself, Calypso. And loving Davy Jones back, Calypso gives him the Flying Dutchman. And at this point, he's still human. But she gave him the Flying Dutchman with a task, a purpose. He would be the guide to send the souls into the afterlife. Like in so many different fictional stories, he is the ferryman that guides them. And the Flying Dutchman being the only ship that has the capabilities from entering the real world into limbo itself. But to be granted this great power and this great ship, he accepted a rule. He could only put his feet on land once every 10 years, and Calypso promised him that she would be there for him at the end of this tenure. But after these 10 years, after this long departure, Davy Jones finally comes back to land to see Calypso, the love of his life, what he's doing this for. But alas, there's no Calypso there waiting for him.
10 years I devoted to the duty you charged me. 10 years I looked after those who died at sea. And finally, when we could be together again, you weren't there.
But Calypso wasn't there because she said that's her nature.
Is my nature. Would you love me if I was anything but what I am?
Calypso herself stating that Davy Jones changed. He became a monster. But that was the point where the legends start, where Davy Jones became the demon that he is now. Now, instead of being the ferryman that guides these souls to the afterlife, he started sending them there himself. His crew started to become the undead sea creatures, controlling a powerful ghost ship, and then the powerful beast, the Kraken. And because of what Calypso did to Davy Jones, shattering his heart, he helped collect the first Brethren Court of pirates, teaching them how to bind the true form of Calypso into a mortal human, forever binding her away from the sea. And because of this, Davy Jones then carves out his own heart and hides it somewhere far where only he knows of the location, keeping the key to his heart close to his chest on his body at all times. Now, as the story progresses, a massive war breaks out and Will Turner finally stabs Davy Jones' heart so he could be the captain of the Flying Dutchman. We see him fall back into the sea, forever being one with the sea goddess that he once loved.
Calypso.
Or so we thought, because Davy Jones is still alive.